Bum 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 bum. Microphone check. Can everybody hear me? Can the world hear me? I hope nobody can hear me. I'm just sitting here talking to myself, watching my microphone level go up. It goes brrrr. That's all I'm doing. Sorry, guys. If you're actually here during the first 5 seconds, you probably hear the dumbest things. Okay, I think we've already got everything going. Is that... Yeah? Nice. Hold on. Yes, that's right. And... not games and demos. It is actually order 13. Done. There we go. Because for some reason Restream does not have that listed as a game, but Twitch does. So we needed to fix that. Okay. I think we are sorted. How's everybody doing? Coffee. The world's just better with coffee, right? This is last minute coffee too. Like I just brewed it. Like I had to take the thing out of the coffee pot. Thankfully it's got that drop filter. You should... Anybody who's not old enough to remember the days before they figured out how to do that one knows the stress of trying to hold the coffee cup underneath the pourer and pouring the coffee in the side and trying to get the stream from the coffee maker and the stream from the coffee pot at the same time so you don't make a mess, and then the quick shift so that you get the most minor amount of coffee on the burner. People nowadays won't know what that's like. Bredicus, Emmett, how you doing? Christensen, how's your day going? What kind of tea and coffee is everybody drinking? Say tea and coffee like it's just a given. Everybody's drinking tea and coffee. It's like midday. Most people have probably already had their coffee or tea. Enjoying those hidden harvests? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Next video is going to be another tour because I'm going to try and do those once every other week unless changes start really happening. I might do it once a week after things start really cranking up in the garden. But there's going to happen every other week for now. And my last video, the one that just came out today, there was supposed to be a little bit more to the video, but it didn't quite turn out like the whole reason I was out in the garden. I kind of lost that whole thing. Didn't talk about it. That was supposed to be a later section of the video, and yeah, it didn't quite happen the way I wanted it to. That which usually doesn't happen. And then I recorded a second video to sum up what I was actually attempting to convey in the video that came out today. And I had everything. I had my microphone, I had the transmitter, I had the camera, I did multiple shots from around the garden, I talked about my chickens, I talked about the garden, and I talked about the point, and did a great sign-off, and then I found out I never plugged in my microphone. So either I have to go back out there and record the whole thing, which I can't fully do because I also did a specific planting for the video to prove a point, and it's too late. I'm not going to yank the plant back out and say, let's do this again. It's too late. You had a stovetop percolator? We never had one. We always had like the cheap Walmart version before they even had the spring thing to stop it from brewing if you move the pot, and you had to do like the whole bait and switch with the coffee. Yeah. Okay, Bredicus, enjoy your shopping trip. So, I think what I'm going to do for that video is I'm going to use the footage and talk about what I'm doing in the footage, but I'm also going to tie in what was going to be my next video with that, which is actually talking about basically just journaling and how to journal, ideas for journaling and stuff like that to keep up with what's going on with the garden. Yes, the Mr. Coffee. Mr. Coffee, the best machine inside the entire world. My goodness, that's good. I didn't think about it until like 15 minutes before the stream that I actually wanted coffee, and I was like, oh man, do I have enough time to make it? I was living dangerously. I decided to go ahead and brew it. I even had the cock-a-doodle-doo. I really did. He is such a majestic rooster. He really is. And he knows it. Whenever he's... I feel like he's trying to convey messages to me at times because he knows that he gets special treats that the ladies don't get, and he expects those treats. Like, I make sure... The whole reason I started was to keep him friendly to me because we had originally... It's a long story. I'm not going to get into the whole story, but we originally had another rooster that we eventually rehomed because he didn't quite work for our flock. And I wanted to make sure that the issues that we were having or starting to see with that rooster that we didn't have with this one. So I found that giving him snacks that were specifically just his, it's just like a me and him type of situation where he knows that I'm going to give him a snack. It develops a relationship where he's not scared of me or trying to attack me out of the building, you know, because a lot of times the reason why the rooster... Tigers just came in here crab walking.
Are you talking about Bravo?
Avi, find a shoe.
Do you see a spider?
I see that big mama jama up on the wall. You see him?
Yeah, I get him. I can hit him. Oh, he's hiding from somebody else who's bigger and further up.
There's a bigger further up one?
Yep, there's one hiding behind that thing.
Squish the whole thing. Squish it. Hold on, there's spider eradication going on.
I don't know if I got the one that's behind that thing. It did before I could fully hit it.
There are spiders everywhere, and having to put the stuff up on the wall so that you don't have the echo and stuff like that, it just means it's more places for spiders to hide. I hate it. I want another way to do this. Good morning, by the way. So I developed this routine with Bravo to make sure that he and I were okay. The reason why most roosters get to where they attack you is because they see you as a threat to their hens, their flock. And I wanted to make sure that he knew that I was not a threat, that I was there to take care of them and feed them, and that I was there for their safety. So I started doing this. Well, the reason why I started making it to where I was feeding him up above the ladies is because, well, first off, particularly Granite, she is a very aggressive hen. Like, I have seen her grab at the crown of one of the other hens that got too close to what she was after, and she has flung that hen. I have a feeling she's probably going to be the one that's going to wind up in a timeout for 3 or 4 days whenever I start releasing the new chickens, because she's probably going to be a bully. And whenever we start talking about freezer camp, she's probably going to be one of the first ones to join it, if you know what I mean. So... She's not very pleasant to the other hens. So whenever I started doing that, I started raising his head up so that he felt comfortable actually eating the food while he was still keeping watch. Is actually the reason why I started elevating my hand up with the seeds in it, is so he could keep watch and feel comfortable also getting a snack. You remember the Alpha and Beta saga? Yeah. I mean, we had Alpha, Beta, and Omega, who was also named Tippy, who has apparently started becoming one of his own, and him and Blondie started laying, and she does a ton of eggs, and she's only gotten thicker. So the tiny Roo, who's now actually apparently gained a whole lot of weight, he's a significant size now, he's no longer a tiny rooster, so yeah, they found a good home too. They were actually asking me whether or not I was going to hatch out any of my eggs this year so they could get some more chickens, and I'm like, no, sadly, I'm not this year. I don't have enough diversity in my flock to start, doing my own chickens. Which was actually my goal this year. How's the doggo been getting on with them? Well, my dogs are not chicken trained. 2 of them specifically are chicken killers, known chicken killers. They will kill a chicken. My 3rd is a known chicken killer as well. Alfred, who was like a local chicken that was just running around. It used to have a full flock that was just roaming around, even across the highway. I've seen the flock on the other side of the highway. I've seen them on the railroad tracks. I've seen them everywhere. Well, slowly over time, the flock disappeared, and the rooster that was in charge of that flock was the only one that was left that ever came around. And then he got too cocky and got inside the fence one time, and I chased him out. I was like, this is a bad idea. Do not come in here. Go over to my garden. Go pester Bravo. Go anywhere else. Don't come in here. About 2 weeks later, he got into the pen, and the other dog did what dogs do sometimes. But I think there might be hope for her, because when we transferred the chickens, the baby chicks, over to the other one somehow escaped. We didn't count them when we took them over there, but I saw one kind of get out, and we found one on the floor because they were like trying to break out. Because, break out the chicken run or whatever. And I went back into the kitchen to pour up their water stuff, because at one time my water hoses were broken. So I came into the kitchen to fill up their waterers, and I was looking through the window that's above my sink and out into the yard, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw that dog chasing after something. I thought it was a regular bird, and I was like, what on earth? One of the chickens had actually not only gotten out of the garage, but had actually gotten into the chicken pen. And I darted out of the front door and yelled at her to stop, and she did. She did. And you might not think that that's significant, but it is. And the reason I say that is because we have got a dog that is basically trained through, depending on whether or not you actually have experience with raising dogs, typically a dog will favor one person over another person, typically the person who's feeding them, but not always. And Smoke is definitely Bam's dog. He listens to Bam. He does not listen to me. No matter what I do, he will not listen to me. Say there's a storm going on and he wants inside the house. There is no amount of me telling him no in various forms, ways, or anything that he is actually going to listen to me. He does not listen to me at all. She, on the other hand, listens to me, and that was what was startling. Because not only did she listen to me, but she also listened to me when she was after prey, which dogs don't do unless they are, I don't know what you would call that, unless they are trained by that individual. Because, say for instance, not long after Hiroki came here to live, he was an inside-outside cat before he came here to live. He snuck outside, and my dog, right in front of me, tried to eat him. Nothing I said, no matter how many things I threw at them, because getting in between the two of them is such a bad idea. If you don't know anything about dogs, if dogs after prey, they will not always stop because a human gets in the middle of it. You don't do that. That's dangerous. So I was trying to toss things to distract him long enough for the cat to get away. And literally the cat was on his face, face hugger style, which it's good that he's such a long cat, because he was just middle section was safe and everything. Tore Smoke's face up, but during no time did he listen to what I was saying. He never stopped. He did not care that I was telling him no. She stopped. Leah stopped chasing a chicken. Even though she could easily have caught that chicken, she stopped, which means I think she can be trained to be around my chickens. I don't think I would ever trust her fully to be around them, but I think she might be able to be trained enough to protect them if somebody else came on the property, maybe eventually. Procaffeinating, the act of doing nothing until you've had a cup of coffee. I feel like that every single morning, but it's like any form of caffeine, really. I procaffeinate until after I have something to drink, some form of caffeine, and at least 2 videos on YouTube. It's like my day doesn't start until after that. And then that's kind of a iffy, I'll get up and move and go do a thing, not necessarily doing anything useful, just go do a thing. But yeah, I don't trust my dogs around any of my chickens. I don't. I would love to have a dog that I can carry anywhere in the yard, including into the chicken coop itself, and trust them to not eat one of the chickens. But there's times you just can't trust your dogs to do that. They have to be a certain type of dog with a certain type of mentality. I seriously thought about getting me a puppy and raising it by having it walk with me everywhere I go, into my garden, into the chicken coop, and have it raised that way. It's a thought that I had. But I figure if I'm going to do something like that, I need to implement all of the animals that I am going to have before I get the dog that I want to train that way. Because I would like us to at least have pigs, and I'm thinking either goats or lambs, just a couple of them. We don't have enough property for a whole herd, but just a couple. So I think I would like to be able to get those and then find a dog that I can train to be by my side through all of that. Definitely need the animals first before bringing something in like a livestock guardian. Yes, definitely. I want the puppy to be able to walk beside me around all of the animals and know to protect all of the animals. And I know how hard it is to introduce a new animal. Maybe not like, okay, if you already have goats and you introduce a new goat, that's not necessarily as difficult as you've never had goats, the dog has never seen a goat, never interacted with a goat, and you bring a goat on the farm. That's something different. And the dogs that I have, we already had before I got chickens. So none of them were trained with them, and most of the dogs have been outside and have not ever been trained with cats either, except for the neighborhood cats. And they didn't even have training with the birds that are in the neighborhood, because we had a neighbor that moved in, got chickens and guineas, I think. And then he just kind of left and left the door open for the guineas to go in and out by themselves. And then he just like moved to another town while still owning that house. And the guineas just went everywhere and they slowly disappeared too for the same reason. And it's like the dogs, you can't just leave your animals wandering around the entire neighborhood. It's not just our dogs that are a problem. There's dogs all over the place that will hunt any animal. That's kind of what they were gotten for, was to hunt animals that come on their property. So, yeah. I don't think I'll be getting another dog until after I figure out the animal situations on which ones we were going to do. And while I think Leah can be trained to not go after the chickens inside the chicken pen, I don't think I will ever trust her to be face to face with a chicken without somebody being there. Like, I wouldn't just be able to leave her walking around my yard after we get the whole thing fixed in. So, it's sad, but it's true. I don't think we're going to be able to ever do that. I actually, at one point, thought about rehoming her because I was afraid after I saw her going after Alfred, the neighborhood chicken. After I saw that, I was like, I don't know how I can trust her to not actually go into the chicken pen. And I was like, should I try to find someone? She's still young enough that she could easily be rehomed to someone who wants to have a dog that's not trained around animals. I think she could be. And she's still young enough to even have puppies if someone wanted to breed her. But I don't know how I feel about that, especially after she actually stopped when I told her to stop, which I was shocked that she did. Now I'm not sure that I want to rehome her, because she does seem to be semi-trained to at least listen, you know? Kangal Shepherd dogs are great. If trained, they make even great pets and can be very cuddly. Kangal Shepherd dog. Kangal Shepherd dog. Let me see what that looks like. I know I don't want one of the big fuzzy dogs, the big white fuzzy dogs that you see everybody using, because it is. I've seen one person since the whole time I've been living here have one of those dogs, and I felt so bad during the high heat on what that poor dog was going through. I was like, there's no way that dog should be down here in this kind of heat. I spelled that wrong. Shepherd dog. Oh, that one's pretty. Oh, that one's very, very tall too. That's the one that I need to get Tigress right. I need her to have a dog that if it's sitting beside her, it terrifies everybody next to her. See, now the very, very furry one, I don't think that would be a good idea. It says it's a Caucasian Shepherd. It's exceptionally fuzzy. I'm like, that's a bad idea in this area. Yeah, see, I could handle a dog that was that size. I want the dog to actually be comfortable. And like the, what do they call them? Here's a way to find out. Common Shepherd dogs. No, it's not that one. Okay, for some reason. Maybe it's common farm dog. Common farm dogs. The Great Pyrenees is the one I'm always seeing. Like, every single content creator I know has a Great Pyrenees on their farm, and I'm like, that poor thing would be so hot. I've seen a guy get one and train it, and now it's a great guardian when he needs it to be, but it's off time, it's completely goof. I've had a collie before, and I think the Australian Shepherd would probably be just bored as hell because we wouldn't actually be using it to herd sheep around. We'd have one paddock and that's it. So the problem with making sure that you get a farm animal is you have to understand their area of, like a Great Pyrenees, you need to have acres because the dogs are typically patrolling acres worth of property. That's their mentality whenever it comes to taking care of property. So you have to get the kind of animal that's good for the job. I don't know which one would work for a smaller homestead, especially since we've got roads that are very close to us, railroads that are very close to us, a highway that's very close to us, and I don't want the dog by nature thinking it needs to protect the people across the highway. You know what I'm saying? Collies need to work or do something agility-based or they can suffer for it. Exactly. As much as they are beautiful animals and can be very well trained, if you can't give them the type of work that needs to keep them like engaged, they're going to suffer for it, and they're not really going to be happy. And like a guardian dog doesn't really want to be a house animal. It wants to be it wants to live in a barn and be around the animals, and it wants to take care of its territory and stuff like that. And we don't have a large territory for a Pyrenees to take care of. So I don't think that one's going to go either. Not to mention, it's just really hot here, and they carry a lot of body weight and a lot of fur. I think they would suffer here too, so I don't want to do that one either. Me personally, I think I would be great. It would be like one of those greyhounds, one of the thin-furred greyhounds. And it wouldn't actually need to do anything for the animals other than look big and menacing and pee, on the outskirts of the property. And that's all it would need to do, that and not chase my animals. And despite is it a greyhound? No, it's probably not a greyhound. It's oh man, what's that really tall, kind of goofy, bumbling dog that's it's actually kind of sort of lazy-ish. It's not a Great Dane, is it? Might be a Great Dane. I don't know. Let's figure out where we left off. I have no idea. Nikar, how you doing? Everybody doing a little shuffle. This white screen right here is just telling me I've got a lot of fingerprints all over my screen. Okay, I think we're done with that. Okay, so I think what we had to do is at the end of the other one, because I had to go do a thing, we had to stop what we were doing and cut, even though we had come back with one grouping of stuff. So how's all of the things? They are going pretty good. I had a very lazy start to my morning. I usually do on Friday mornings. I'm just going to blame it on all of the people who show up to, play Thursday evenings. It's their fault. Ow. Yep, see, that's what I get. So, hold on. Can I? Yeah. There we go. Make sure I can see all of the things. Oh, man. Okay, so we have a huge quota, and I'm going to completely forget what the heck we learned last time. But let's just go in and go ahead and get this first attacked by the mug again. Yes, I was. Definitely. Let's go ahead and get our first death out of the way because I have completely forgotten how to play this game. We have 706. Oh, what were we planning on getting this time?
You can take me, but you cannot take my bunghole. For I have no bunghole.
Thank you, Richie.
I am the great Cornholio.
Great Cornholio, yes. Automated food dispenser. Did we get that last time? Closed off litter box, cat sofa, scratching pole. I feel like we maxed out the cat and then we went, right? Is that what we did? I feel like that's what we did. There we go. Closed off litter box. I'm not sure how that makes the cat happier. Typically, cats don't like those. Whoa. Look at that fancy thing. Don't you want to sit? No. No, we don't. He does not want to sit on that. And a scratching pole. I remember us getting this. I do not remember that sofa. Okay, so that makes the cat maxed out. The only thing I don't have is the scratching post with toys. Didn't we just buy the scratching post, though? Maxed out the cat? Impossible. You think so? Okay. This is silly, but we're gonna... Oh my gosh. Yep. You know what? We should just put the other things somewhere up above us inside the inside the thing. You know, I really feel like it would benefit us to have like a surveillance something or another on here. I think that would help. And the ability to get an espresso, once a day espresso. Look at that, 930! Pet your cat person. Okay. When I already had the best one, then I bought another one, yeah. It's ridiculous. But I think it only opens the next higher up one after you buy that one, so we wouldn't have been able to max out the scratching pole unless we got it. Watch, I'll come back in here and there'll be new things on the list and it's be like, oh, well, I didn't actually max out the cat, but sure. Okay. Now, we're gonna do this one. Nope. So we gotta go basement 1, basement 2 for those. So we're gonna do this one first. Assuming I can remember what the heck. I wish I could save all of that beginning stuff I just did so I wouldn't have to do that again, but Okay. G2. Was that body there but to begin with? It might have been. G204. Okay, it's over there. Alright. Let's just keep things in between us and keep moving over there, because this is going to be a whole lot of stuff and things we have to go get. Oh, he's going to turn around and come back this way. Okay, so we go along the backside then, right? G204. Okay, now, we dabbled in the basement, but we barely had a chance to experience basement 2. Let's go find out what the heck we were doing. Okay, it is F1. Well, actually, it's F1 and A1 we're looking for. F1 and A1. F1 and A1. just looks bad. F1 is right there. Okay, so the left side is 2. F1... 03, which is of course on the other side of all the water thingies. Let's go over here. Oh. What is this, man? What's that? Okay. He's not gonna be able to come back over here. It's 03. Why? Dude's ancestor was a pterodactyl. What happened to that arm? Somebody accidentally ship it for him? No, don't come over. Don't come over here. You are wasting my time. Good heavens. Why are you doing this? Okay. Cool. So this one has the ability to see my flashlight? Okay. Or he just knows I'm under here. What do you guys think? Do not come back over here. I was just trying to see if you're far enough away. Are you seriously coming back? That work? Okay, now I gotta go to A1, which is probably way down there. I'm glad we made the cat very happy before we left. Can you see me because I have this light on now? Good heavens. Okay. A104. Was it this one? Yes. Where is it? There it is. Let's just do a little bit of looping. There we go, there we go. Now we run. Good heavens. Okay, so does this guy seriously have the ability to tell that I'm doing... At what point did they start seeing my flashlight? I know the first one didn't. They had line of sight, but... I don't think they saw my flashlight. Blech! Thank you, I forgot about that guy. Now I remember. Nice.
Hey, buddy. You look thirsty. Why don't you get hydrated?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hydration? Give them a hand. Break the box. Put the box down. I almost forgot what I was supposed to do. Question. Why is the cat just like staring at the wall? Ship the order. What's in the box? Ship body parts. No longer a trainee. Ship one box without what? Oh boy, did I forget something? Hang on. There we go. This. Drop it. Ship it. 2. These are meds. What kind of meds are they? I mean, I've been shipping all sorts of stuff. I guess it really does not matter. I mean, I'm shipping body parts. I've been shipping pieces of computers. Been shipping body parts. Break it. Ship it. Guys, all of that only gave me 269. Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay. Kitty. DJ Addiction. Thank you so much for the follow.
They're here.
They're here. Okay. You're home now? Oh, good. How did your shopping go? Did you find any good deals? Okay, so we have to go to the right side for basement 1, and the other 2 are the right side for basement 2. I reckon after we get done with this one, we will likely be able to open up the last area. Kitty, kitty. I shall return. Do I need to buy you food? Should I buy the cat food? Bronze trophy. What the heck is that? You want to brag to your friends? Buy this decorative silver trophy? It does nothing. Oh my goodness. High quality cat food. Yeah, see, we only need 800 for that. I think after we get done with all of these, I say we go ahead and get our cat food. Just in case, because this could take a while. That guy kept me down in the basement for a long daggum time just hovering.
Emotional damage.
Daggum. Emotional damage. I tried to look up an achievement, but it doesn't say what it does. There's something to do with interacting with the anti-gravinator poster. Oh, can you interact with that? I've been touching all of the stuff on the desk, and so far I have not seen interactions with any of that stuff. Yes? Where's he at this time? Oh, there he is. let's go all the way over here. And run down to B. I seriously think there's 2 of those guys down here, though. I don't think I'm safe. Whoa. B1. B. Oh, B. B204. There we go. Didn't I just deliver one of these? Okay, now I need H1 and H and G. H1 and G. H and G, basically. I guess that's what the achievement says. Okay, gotcha. I will try to touch the poster. I wonder if it's like you're supposed to touch the poster every single time, in which case I've already messed that one up. There's G. What is the likelihood you're actually going to let me walk straight to it, though? What? Oh boy. Oh boy. I need a good hiding spot. Hang on. Let's go this way. This is the wrong way, but... There he is, yeah. Oh, jeez. Blech! Oof! Daggum him. There's also an achievement called Chonk. It's probably to buy food for your cat the whole time or something.
Why are you running?
I am running because that guy is fast. He's also none too pleasant. Okay, and he also chased me to the wrong side of the freaking building, so... Can I walk to the back and possibly avoid him like I've been on the other floors? Stop playing with my lights. B4. B2, B4. There he is. This is so sloppy. It's H104. Which is probably up here with this guy. Shh. Flashlight. Stop trying to tell on me. Okay, let's go this way. Ow, man. Who put those there? You're fired. Where is he at? I don't hear him. Sneaky, 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 sneaky. Okay, let's go. So the two achievements I got were ship a body part and ship one box without a mistake, so it looks like the game is fussy about how you ship them. Yeah, yes it is. It gives you a checklist. Did I miss something in one of them? Is that what it was saying? Or did you have to go do a certain amount without mistakes? I don't know. I wasn't actually looking. Do you see lights? I don't think he sees lights. I think the guy downstairs sees lights because the downstairs area has no light. This area does have the light. Maybe. Not sure? Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. It's good though. I'm not exactly achievement hunting, so it's chill. Sounds like wet cobblestone sound. Yeah, wet cobblestone sounds, yeah. Wet cobblestone I don't think should actually sound like that. Okay. Meds. All of these. The tape. The ticket. Break it. Ship it. Correct. And someone's drill. Probably how they've been getting the body parts. Not that we judge here, obviously. Break it. Put this in? What was that? Oh, it won't let me take it back out of the box. Like, I didn't realize we actually ship medical supplies. I thought we were just shipping body parts. You know? You need to break it and then ship it. Okay, we have reached our quota. We have got 508 of 930. Hi, kitty. You said something about the anti-gravity thing? Is this advertisement for a new game? It's got split screen. I mean, that's good, right? Yeah? We like split screen, right? Can I touch anything else? I find it very upsetting that we have this espresso machine and I can't touch it. Okay. Think it's a trailer for one of their other games? Ah, okay, gotcha. Alright, so... I mean, we can go back out for like 1 or 2 items instead of going back for the whole thing. And probably still make it back before we have to feed the kitty again, you know? Both of those are on the same side. Do we think we could go and get all 3 items and make it back before the kitty gets upset? Because we've got basically 508 seconds, maybe? What do you think? L1. Both of those are on the same aisle. No, L and I. Never mind. Do it. Alright, let's try it. Let's see where else it sends us. It's on the same side of the same basement, so... I mean, if we have to, we could just not get one. I don't know what happens if you have an order but you don't actually fill it and go to sleep. I have no idea. Let's go. We're gonna have to up the amount we get, otherwise we're not gonna be able to open up HR, and we need to open it up as quickly as possible. Because I have a few employees to report. Okay, what we do is we go down here to the other way. Since that guy's gonna hang out right there. You saw nothing! What employee are you going to report? That guy! He's not doing his job! I refuse to believe that this is his job. just gonna stand there looking menacingly. Job descriptions. Looks menacingly. He's a security guard. He's doing a perfect job. Ah, psh. That's just what he says his job description is. I don't believe it. That's the place I'm trying to get to. This seems like a bad idea. Okay, I'm gonna go way down here because it looks like that guy's over here. He's over there somewhere. B104. Can't see him, but I know he's close. Oh, nope, I see him. Not to mention, I think the security guard is rather dumb if he keeps sticking his head in weird places. Can I go through here? No. He sounds exceptionally close. I don't like that. Where's he at? Oh, he's right there. Okay, okay. Bleh! I was trying to open the wrong one anyway. Panic. No, don't come over here. Can I yeah, I can move through here. Cam, how you doing? How's your stuff? How's your things? Customer service is that way. What's he doing? You're not supposed to do that at work. Okay. What's he doing? That's the supervisor. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to get through there. Where'd that guy go? Right there. I need to go way further up. Come on, dude. My timer, though. My timer. That was a new noise. This is crazy. He's seriously just gonna sit around and make things impossible, dude. Okay, how about this? Where was the cut through over here? I can't see. Cat. The cat. The cat needs help. Oh, man. We're in our countdown now. Where's he going? Keep walking. You're a cat? Okay. Okay, he's still gonna keep going. Ow, man. Come on, dude. Not again. Okay. I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to complete the day without getting all of them. Because if we stay down here and we don't go back up there, the day just starts over, and I don't want to do that. So let's see what happens.
What's his name?
That is his name, sir. Asshole. Major asshole.
And his cousin?
He's an asshole too, sir. Gun is made first class Philip asshole.
How many assholes we got on this ship?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, run! Okay, okay. Thank you, Richie. That doesn't sound good. I don't know. If you don't fill all the orders, what happens? If we stayed down there, I know we would not have gotten the last one and gotten back up here before that happens. So hey. There we go. Some pretty tape we use, by the way. Ship it. Okay, now, can we go to sleep still? Yeah, we can. Not sure if that's gonna mess us up. You can do more orders as long as your cat stays alive. I want to sleep because I don't think we'll earn enough to... Okay, so it doesn't penalize us for having an order and that we didn't finish. Okay, cool. Nice! Kitty kitty. There we go. So we can get the order even if we can't fill the order. It might be the reason why there's 5 spots. You could fill up the 5 spots and then pick the orders that you actually want to go get instead of having to fill all of them. Could make sense, especially if it gives you, like, specific... Look at that!
A shiny! A shiny!
A shiny? Pony bro, how ya doing? Okay, now here's a question. We have to get 628, which means, like, 3 trips downstairs. But we really need to open up the next area, which is 800. And then there's just trophies. Okay. So... why can I hear that dude talking, not talking, but walking through the wall? Does he come to torment me in here too? This is my space. You have your space, I have my space. This is my space. Possibly. I don't know. I'm probably renting this space from somebody. What do you guys think? Do we try to go ahead and get the HR certificate, or do we just hold on the money and then get it next round? Because we won't be able to use it until the round after that. I think we hold it, right? Because we'll only have 81, and we still have to make it, which means buying at least one food. And the better food is 80. We would have just enough. Nothing else, just that. Do we risk it? I don't know. But I need a refill on drink. I think I'm going to get something else because my throat is doing the thing that it normally likes to do. Pollen is back. We had rain for all of one day, and the pollen has decided to hit with full force. Buy it. Go ahead and get it. Do you think you can make the quota buying the HR? I think I could, because the last time we actually went over, and I bought a ton of stuff before we started up last time. Now, that doesn't go towards the quota, but I pretty much got everything that I needed. I went back for extras. Watched an old episode of Mythbusters on YouTube. They had to survive and escape an island using just duct tape. They made chairs, hammocks, even a boat out of duct tape. Those guys. Those guys. And the quota is not off of the money that I have in my wallet, so the money that I have currently is going to make no difference on whether or not I beat it. The only thing that's going to make a difference on whether or not I can go out enough times. And last time I made above this quota. Yeah, I made like an 800 quota because I was almost broke and only bought one food. I think we probably could. Hang on, let me go grab a drink because my throat's doing the thing. Alright, I was thinking on it. I say we do it, because we can't benefit from it now, but we will benefit from it next time. And heck, I can even go for like the regular cat food or something like that. I think we can do it. I think we can. Let's do it. Let's live crazy. Yeah. There we go. Besides, we have to have our whole collection. Now remember, if we go to basement 2 for all of our stuff, this might be a good reason for our 5-ticket rack next time. So we can choose all of the upper tier money that we could get from it. And pick and choose which orders we wish to fill, you know? I think that's a good idea. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Be nice if it would just auto scan those, but you know, it's fun. Okay, all of these are in basement 2, which means they're about— I can actually see on the outside of it what the value is. Thank you, Richie. Gotta go, Julia, we got cows. How's my morning going? Kinda slow. We played a little bit late last night, so I kind of woke up and lounged about. I should have gotten some more stuff done before the stream. I didn't. I should have, but I didn't. Okay, these should be relatively easy. Must pet the kitty. Okay. The only issue is that guy likes to hang out very, very close. Can I just go this way to basement 2? Is this quicker? Where am I hearing that at? Let me see if I can stretch a little bit higher so I can look up. There he is. You have to keep yourself safe from the monster? Yes. The cat can run out of food. And that's basic. The cat running out of food is your clock, essentially. But we have basically maxed our cat out, as in, we bought all of the stuff that makes it happy, therefore we should have the most amount of time to look for the stuff in the things. Okay. H. Let me squint harder and see if I can see it. There he is. Are all of these in the back? Yeah, all of those are in the back. So, let's go over here. Hopefully I don't piss him off. L4. L4. L3. Okay, put that in my inventory. Okay, I don't hear him. He's not that close. I4 and H4. I4. I4. Let's go in here, put that in my inventory, figure out where I'm going next. He just sounds like he's getting a whole lot closer. Don't open that yet. There he is. He's gonna come over here and sniff my area. I don't wish for him to come over here and sniff my area. H, A, C, D, E, F, H. Where is he? Oh, dadgummit. I passed it. Like on the other side of the thing that I was already on. 402 is actually in front of me. I don't know how many of you guys are actually fans of Star Trek. Not Star Trek, but Stargate. The episode where they went to... I've already forgotten the planet, but there's a planet where there was like a regressive disease that turned everybody back into like the pre-humans, different evolutions. Like, it was an unusual episode, but the sound that one of them made, it was that sound. Dude, the thing that I need is right there, and I will get out of here. I kind of want the ability to throw things over there to distract them. Beef I faux fum, you smell a streamer? I showered. Not long before the stream, I swear. Ah, no! Oh, man. You guys got some more challenges taken care of? Awesome. I'll be honest with you, I am really hoping the Brotherhood stuff wraps up very soon, because if I have to deal with the, that lady that's in charge one more time asking me about what a map was or something like that, I think I might actually eat something. Some freaking Dora the Explorer in charge of the Brotherhood. Did he walk all the way around? It sounds like he did. I'm gonna go for it. Give me that! Is that a toe? That's an arm. The Bronco Divide, yes. The sound that one of them make, I think it was O'Neill's character. He made the sound. I think it was him. Not O'Neill's character, but the character O'Neill. Okay, can I make it down this way? If he's gonna be on that side of me. Let's put a little bit more distance. So I can walk and get out of here. No! Oh man. Let me around this BS, dude. That's not the way. That's my little hand. Okay, now we can run. First episode is actually classed as 2 episodes, but are usually played as one as a future length. Yeah, it's also the only one that actually showed nudity, and every other episode had to say that it showed nudity, but that was the only one that did. Expectations were probably very high after all of that. Oh, come on. And I can tell you the original movie that the movie that launched the series, the movie I really didn't care for. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't mind Kurt Russell, he's a pretty decent actor. For me, he's always going to be like Big Trouble in Little China, so every time I see him acting, I think it's a spoof. I don't know why, it's just, it's the feel I get from his characters. And then the guy that played Daniel, I'm so glad they recast him. He's not exactly my favorite actor. Run! Superman it out of here, you know? Just to share, your brother brought home a big set of Breaking Bad, so you're gonna need to take some time to binge? Oh, okay, gotcha, gotcha. I tried watching some of that, I did not get that far into it. I guess I probably didn't get to the point where things got truly interesting. That would be my assumption. Nope, give me this. Break the hand. I mean, it was already broken, basically. Get back on there. Thank you. In a lot of cases, series take, in some cases it takes like 2 seasons for characters to really and truly find their character, you know? Like to fully inhabit their character, like, I don't know, Supernatural. The first season was kind of okay, it was an interesting concept, that's the whole reason why I started watching it. But I'll be honest with you, it wasn't like till the 3rd season before I started taking their characters seriously. And, you know, thinking it was interesting. Okay, we are already at half, basically, of what we needed. That wasn't bad. Oh, that's a bit more complicated. I can still hear that guy walking around. So that building, even though we go down a level, seems like it's right outside this door. I mean, right out on the other side of this. There we go. Pet the kitty. Okay. While I'm in here, the cat stuff is not moving, right? Yeah, okay, so I can take a pause. That's a bit stressful. I'm glad they made the TV show with a decent budget. They would really like to bring it back. They really did. Okay, that's the one thing I will say about the show. The show made the series possible, but the graphics between the show, I mean the movie, and the show itself, there was like a huge downgrade, which obviously they're going to spend a whole lot of money on a movie that they wouldn't have to do for a show that runs for, what was it, 10, 15 seasons, I think? Can I refill the cat food? I only have to give the cat food something every now and then, only whenever it gets low. I don't think I actually have the leftover food for the next run, so it'd be a waste if I don't need it. The sarcophagus, the animations and the CGI or whatever it is that they did for the actual, the big mask that they wear over them, all of that stuff looked amazing during the movie. It wasn't necessarily there during the show, though. I mean, we have seen worse graphics, like Supernatural Season 1, some of the ghost burning graphics were really bad. I mean, like, really bad. Okay, so we need C4, B4, and G3. Whose ship did I sink? Anybody? Anybody? No, okay. I think Gray was playing last time, so yeah. Speaking of Gray, do I have my CC on? Yes. Okay, let's go. I really think it's just quicker to go this way. So I'm not out in the middle of the floor. I kind of wish I could get a few more upgrades with a little bit more stamina, you know? Not that I can use it. Whenever I get down one more level, I really can't use the stamina. There's really no point. There he is. If I remember right, there was actually real work being mass. They used many practical effects they could. CGI in the 90s was very, very expensive. Yes, it was. And now everything is CGI. Everything is some saturated, grainy, not immersive looking CGI. What is on this side, by the way? We haven't actually once been sent over here. Oh. Is G3 gonna be over here, you reckon? It looks like it would be. Like right behind this. Probably should not have done this right now. There's G3. G3. G304. Is it that one? Yeah. Alright. C4. Okay. They used as many practical effects as they could. Not only that, but they tried to be, for a sci-fi, they tried to be as scientific as they possibly could in all of their explanations and concepts, which is not something every sci-fi attempts to do. Okay. Let's go back over here where I'm a little bit more comfortable. Yes. Unless, of course, they're all over there. They might be. I thought that there was, like, all the way to 4 back here, but I don't know. I don't know now, guys. I feel confused and lost. Blah! No! Dead end. Ow, man. Dadgummit. Do I get hazard pay for doing this? I should. I really, really should. Because there are a few hazards. Namely, their security guard, who seems to be overzealous in his job. That sucks. That was my second run, too. Yeah, feel good music. Wait, I'm sulking. Okay, there we go, and... Patch. What would be nice is if they actually had, like, a diagram. Like, after you go down there a couple of times, as soon as you've walked around the entire area, you can actually look at a diagram of each one of them so you know which side to go on. In case it's like, you know, you wait a couple of days in between and forgotten where everything is. A4, L3. Okay. Sorry you're late, what'd you miss? I just died. There's some sort of creature in basement 2 that apparently is very upset by my not only being there, but also by having a flashlight, and he kind of just like sticks to you like flies on a turd. So yeah, that's what we were dealing with down there. Okay, let's keep going. I did open HR for the next thing. Okay, let's see if we can't get down to basement 1. I'm kind of confused about the layout of basement 2, though. There he is. Why? Okay.
You look thirsty.
Thank you.
Why don't you get hydrated?
A Stargate game to continue the stories would be good. It'd also get past the problem of the actors being older now. Yeah, it would be nice. I just don't see it happening. The things that we find nostalgic and enjoy, the younger generation really doesn't enjoy as much. I think the day and age of sci-fi is kind of run its course because most people don't feel so optimistic about the future, and that kind of... Unless you're doing a... what would you call that? a dystopian future, you're probably gonna have a hard time selling it to this generation. Sadly. A2. L1. I'm still confused. Please do not be over here right now. Just gonna squish this once and for all. Where are we at? How far back does this go? L4. Wait. Does that mean L3 is on the other side? What sense does that make? Okay, is there anything that would be over here? A4 maybe? 4s are over here, so A4 might be over here. Yeah, A4 is over here. Okay, H4 will be over here. H404. And put that in 2. And that means L3 is on the other side, which is exceptionally frustrating. Where am I hearing that at? There he is. Oh man. Oh, the other guy is right there at that door though. L3. Alright. L2. L3. The way they decided to organize this one is ridiculous. Okay. Where's he at? Nope, this way, this way. Ooh. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no. Okay. Give me that back. That attracted both of them. Neither one of them liked me doing that. Are you afraid of being reported to human resources? I'm watching you. I do have to go back around. What on earth? I have to go back around and, get back out of here. That's not good. They do not appreciate me being on this side of the fence. Not even a little bit. That was probably a silly waste of time, but I had to look. Okay. There has been news of Amazon picking it up now that they own the IP. I really wish they wouldn't. I really wish they wouldn't. They have wrecked enough movies lately. Enough shows, enough IPs. They're almost as bad as Disney. It'd be like someone saying, I want to redo Firefly. You can't redo Firefly. You just can't. Now, if they want to do, like, their own offshoot, like, I mean, why don't they take Stargate Universe and do something with it? Because that one doesn't really have a whole bunch of lore, and the story was never really finished, you know? Get in there. Someone has cooking to do. They're gonna make bread. No, no, no. There we go. Ship! Basement delivery specialist. Ship 10 items from basement 2. Cool. Here. Looks like somebody's getting a pack of organs. What on earth could possibly be the purpose of organs in a bag? Making dog food or something? It's either that or there's actually supernatural creatures and we're just delivering their food. Like, this is a werewolf's box. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, so we're back halfway through, and as long as everything is where it's supposed to be and I don't do the dumb... Okay, all of these are on 4, which means they're all on the right side. I don't understand why 2 and 3 are on the left side. That just doesn't make sense to me. But, I mean, I guess... C, L, and K. Where's Kitty? Ah, keyboard. Okay. Of course the kitty would be on the keyboard. I would like just like one more stamina upgrade, please. Hey, I order myself another lung. I'm pretty sure we have them. That did not sound good. Is that a no? No idea if they're going to try and figure out what happened after Atlantis or Universe or whatever. That would be interesting too. Me personally, I was kind of disappointed that Atlantis ended as early as it did, though it seems like they quickly ran out of content for it, which is odd. Okay, we have C, L, and K. C, L, and K. So let's go to C. Freaking hate all of the barriers in this one, dude. Oh, man. Oh, there we go. All the way back, all the way back. C402. C402, then we got K4. Where's he at? There he is. Get off of it! Okay. Okay. We're going to K4. K4. 03. L. L401. Ah, I was looking for those. I wondered what I had done with it. Can't tell where he's at. Okay, okay, okay. Whoa, I think that dude was taking it easy on me. Might be getting things muddled up with Atlantis, where Asgard gave Earth all of their tech. That was the end, basically, of SG-1. The problem is that Asgard equipped one of their ships with all of the Asgard technology. And then the ship got blown up. So they actually didn't get all of that. They had to choose between all of the Asgard technology or their lives because they were constantly being chased by the replicators. So... I actually don't remember. Did the ship go? I think they got teleported off the ship. With Atlantis, they... I guess you could say a lot of the ancient tech was in the hands of Earth because Atlantis actually crash landed on Earth at the end of Atlantis. Okay, here's my brains. Oops, dropped them on the floor, just dust them off, it's fine. Ship it. And... looks like someone's meds. Are we now a medicinal pharmaceutical company of some sort? What's going on? Put it on the thing. Tape and a sticker! No! I did not do the tape and the sticker. That just got shipped to some random person. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Well, that's definitely going to cost a lot of money. Kitty, how'd you let me do it? Ship it. Hi, Kitty. It's not your fault. It's my fault. It's totally my fault. Which actually put us under because I shipped it wrong. So let me print... what? 2 more orders, probably? Damn. Okay, in that case... yeah, let's just go ahead and get the good food. Nothing but the good food for the kitties. Especially since I'm the one who messed that up, not the cat. 200 more gets us more than plenty, and I won't have to go for very much. And E4s and B4s are on the same side, which should make it a little bit easier. Okay, let's go. Sorry, kitty, I'll be back soon. Okay. Why are you... I just got here. Okay, if you're gonna come over here, I'm gonna go to the other door. I'm not gonna wait for you to move on. How dare you? Also, if you remember how the original one ended, it was... they were on the ship, and... they basically aged, like, what, 80 years or something like that? Something crazy. And Vala and Daniel, like, fell in love, basically got married or whatever. And then suddenly they had to go back through time. And it was that epic scene with Tilk standing there while the ship just exploded around him, and now that's why Tilk has that little streak of gray, is because he's older than everybody else. Okay, we need B and E. E is right here. We don't have a lot of time to goof off with these guys. Did he see me? Where was he? Or was it the guy on the other side that saw me? Might be the other guy on the other side. Let's go over here. Okay. B403. Okay, take that. And then E should just be this next aisle. No! Are you serious? A402. This way. A402, which is right here. Now, where's the bad guy? I can hear him. He's pretty doggone close. I didn't actually look at it. Q! 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 Hide! He's right there. See, so the ship gets to Earth with the computer, then it'll be a story now that the Ori are gone. Yeah, possibly. That's assuming the Ori are actually gone, because remember Vala's daughter? She died, but because she died while ascending or whatever, she technically inherits all of the abilities of the Ori, and that could be how they continue on. She is back in her own universe, possibly, but with all of the powers the Ori had. Go yell over there. See if it would refill the meter. Yeah, it refills the meter some. The $80 one is like $175 or something like that. He's seriously going to wait until it's the last minute before he moves on. It's a dead end! Quit going that way! Or is it? Am I thinking of a different aisle? Oh, okay, never mind. Keep going that way. Keep going that way. Okay, now where is he at? He's right there? Just keep going. Keep going. Get wrecked! Okay. I think this should be enough monies. Why does it sound like he's right here? Because he is about right here. Okay, let's just go this way. Where are you? There he is, there he is. Okay. Well, that's too close. Too close! Oh my goodness! You never really watched Stargate? I enjoyed Stargate. The holy trifecta: Stargate, Star Wars, and Star Trek. Out of all of them, I think Stargate was the best, and if there was like an honorary fourth, it would be Firefly. go this way. You forgot the Arc of Truth. Actually, I don't remember the last time I've watched Arc of Truth. Isn't that where, what's his name goes back in time or something like that? I actually don't know. I know that it exists, but I don't know whether or not it was considered, it was supposed to be the end of the Ori. I just don't remember exactly how it happened. Hey, kitty. Which is sad, because I actually own it. It's sitting inside my living room. That time I put everything on it. I saw the fan series where Star Trek had made a warp jet jump gates, which were just stargates due to an error in SG-1 crew appeared in the Star Trek universe and helped fight the Borg with the Asgard weapons and hyperdrives, making the Federation stronger. That's hilarious. Did that actually land inside the box? Okay. I didn't actually see it fall in the box. I'm just gonna assume it's inside the box. Please tell me it was inside the box. Okay. We have reached quota, and we're gonna have a whole lot of money next time, so... yeah, I think we stop there. I say we stop there. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that episode. I don't remember ever seeing that. Oh no, the missing tape and postal sticker. I just like sent it on through. That box is gonna wind up somewhere. That's what happened to my onions. Okay, now what? Wait. Why didn't it tell me to log in? Okay, now we're logged in. That's weird. Okay, we got all of our certifications. We've got all of our upgrades, except for the 5 ticket rack, which I guess we could go ahead and get. We have got all of the cat stuff, and we don't have the bronze trophy. So I say we go ahead and get our rack upgrade. I mean, who doesn't like their rack upgraded, you know? There we go. Hi. Cool. Okay, most all of those are HR related. I say we go for all of the HRs first because they're all on the same floor. And we do A, B, and C first because they're probably closer together, though it sucks that D would be by itself. Three. Okay. A, B, and C. Alright, let's go find out what's going on in HR. We have to know. What did I do with those onions? Thank you, Richie. I gotta go, Julia, we got cows. I composted them. I wouldn't be surprised if 1 or 2 of them show up somewhere in the garden. And they sprout anyway because, you know, just like random things sprout for no reason. Okay, he's on the other side. But there's no way I would plant them into a bed and take up the entire bed trying to get those to grow. As a matter of fact, I finally talked myself into doing something I don't normally do. And that was, I just took a whole bunch of seeds out to the garden and just sprinkled them around just to see what would happen because I don't have any flowers that started whenever I had my first planting. There were some flowers that were in there that did not sprout. It was like the wrong season. It got too cold in the house and I planted them wrong possibly. I don't know. But the point being is it didn't turn out great. So, since I have a lot of flowers that just like randomly showed up for no damn reason, You know, they self-seed every single year. Like, I've got borage I haven't planted in like 2 seasons. It keeps coming back up. I think if I just spread some stuff around, maybe some of the seeds will actually come up. That guy's right there too. Who is going to let me through? Run! They did not like it when I came through here earlier, but we have got to know what's going on in HR. Finally, are we ready to go talk to HR about this dumb security guard that they have? Oh. I guess we found out where we got all the body parts. This is a totally different concept of what human resources is. It's not what you think it means. Okay. Code for the current month, 05. What does this mean? 0560? 0560? Oh no. A1. 0560, huh? A1.
Hey, buddy.
It's right over
You
me.
look thirsty. Why don't you get hydrated?
It says exit code, maybe a way out? There is an exit door on the main floor. Maybe if I get that code... 0560. Okay, so when we go back upstairs, we go up to that, right? Guardiovision? The human language is ridiculous to me. I don't... What on earth is that dude's hands? Is he the one dissecting people? Oh. Outlast Trials. The guy that I constantly had to blur out his cheeks. Was that a DLC or was that base game? I don't remember. It was Outlast 1. 102. Where's the... Oh. What is this? B. BA1. 05, which is right there. I'll be honest with you, I already forgot. Hang on. No! Dadgummit! If I had not have forgotten. Oh my gosh, that dude's head though. Ew. Dies violently 2 seconds later. This game is a roller coaster. Stop that. Hi, kitty. Good heavens. Hold on. I need the... There we go. This. There we go. Nope. Wait, if we escape, do we get to take our cat? Okay, we've got a whole bunch of HRs. Wow, the price difference really is not that much better. I will be honest with you. Gonna act like I didn't open all those doors. I can't tell where he's at. There he is. Nope, 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 nope. Those two gaps that were right there are gone. Where'd he go? That was a long walk for you to still be upset. Just saying. Didn't occur to me that these actual shelving units changed every time I came through here. It's not even paying attention. So whenever I get the exit code and I start working on getting back out of here, what happens to my cat? I don't hear him. I don't hear him. I don't hear him. Keep going. Yes. Okay. Back to HR then. I mean, like at this point, wouldn't you just like... Can I click on anything here? I don't guess so. Okie dokie. A1. O2. You gonna immediately turn around or are you gonna keep walking? Okay. It's a foot. D and C. Where is C at? D1, O2 is down there. There is another door over there, so it's probably over there, I guess. Is he just gonna stand there? Cheeks! Are you gonna go to the left or are you gonna come back? You're gonna come back. Ow, man! So, do you think this guy is the artist, or is he the subject? If he's the artist, his cheeks suck. He needs to work on them glutes. Come on, dude, I need to get the D! Keep walking. Keep walking. Way back over there where you were before. Man, line of sight over here is going to suck. Yeah. Go over there. Go over there. D102. Just keep walking. 2. Okay, now we gotta figure out where C is. It's gonna be on the back side, I guess. Which is just weird. Okay, just go over there. Yeah. Go over there. Investigate the stuff and the things that are over there. Alright, C1. 05. Okay, he's coming back though. Alright, which way are you gonna go? Yeah. Okay. 0560, 0560. Assuming we can make it all the way back, because the guys that are inside this area do not like me. Okay, I'm not hearing anybody. Is it really gonna let me out of here that easily? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Let's go. Let's go. I'm actually holding a head. Nope. No. Jeez, what did he just break? Run! Okay, now out of curiosity, does that code work? Hold on. Five 560. 0560? You endured 12 days in the warehouse before escaping. Now the exit is open, some things follow. Even beyond the warehouse, the past days will surely remain with you forever. So that's actually the end of it. I feel bad that I left my cat, though. So you just have to get in there and get the code and you can leave. That is a cute little game. I think I've made it a little bit harder than it had to be, but that was a cute little game, actually. I would actually almost be willing for there to be more upgrades and more decorations and more all of that. There's an achievement for doing 13 days? It's fine. I am not after achievements, it's fine. Cat, LOL. Also one for escaping in 6 days. That would take some serious... How would you do that one in 6 days? Take your cat and leave. Main menu. Just one more package. Continue random order locations. No. Taking our cat and leaving. Escape the warehouse because it said that we could actually take our cat. Taking my cat and leaving. Yeah, that was nice. That was... I think that you could actually take something like this and expand it a whole lot, change up the different types of levels and everything. This seems like a very expandable game. But as a complete experience, it's nice. Nice game. I would say this is a higher up there game than some triple A's that have released recently. And we will always and forever remember Forklift Titan. That's great. So, the stress, the packaging. I wonder if you could do something like this and it's all Christmas stuff and then bodies. There's some pretty spooky stuff in there too. I need to have a Forklift Titan in IRL. Well, whenever Tigress and them get their place, she's taking her 2 kitties. That means Hiroki will be here by himself because Hiroki is my kitty now. So I will actually need to find him a partner. I don't believe Cat should be alone. So I will have to go pick him out like a kitten or something like that. Maybe we'll call him Forklift Titan. Something like that. Well, we got done a little bit early, but it is Friday, so I think we're going to go ahead and call it. I don't think having 1 hour is going to be good for starting up Sinking City, because typically it takes me about an hour of walking around before I figure out where I'm supposed to go. There's a bit of a, it's a bit of an issue that has been going on with that game the whole time, and it might just be me being thick-headed, which is entirely possible. Entirely possible. It's probably me. But, because, I mean, like I've said before, I can get lost in a wet paper sack, but there are some things that just aren't clear, in my opinion. Which is probably just because it's old school and we've gotten spoiled by all of the new games that tell you where to go and hold your hand. So, do I have any short demos? I don't think that I do. What was Into the Darkest Art? Let me see. How long is this demo? Does anybody know? I downloaded this one, but I don't know how long it is. Oh, this is the one that's like... Alright, I gotcha. I don't think this is a short one, though. That's the only demo I've got right now. Yeah, and I don't have any other demos going. And that one, I kind of would rather put that on a day where I'm going to be doing several different demos. This one is basically just Order 13. And if I can cut the video at that particular one, it makes editing so much easier. So, for editing Liz's sake, I will actually do a sign-off for my video. Thank you guys for being here with me for Order number 13. I will see you guys next time. You have a wonderful day, and you stay shiny. Bye! There we go. I stopped that, which is probably going to screw up the entire PC, because the PC is going to be like, now you're trying to do 5 things at one time. Stop your things. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to have fun. Okay. Well, it's a 45-minute time limit. Yeah, I don't think I want to start something like that, because if it says 45 minutes, it'll take me about 2 hours, because I like to play with all of the things. I like to play with all the things and read through all of the things. In a lot of cases, they don't measure it off of that. They just go off of someone's edited version of it. There are 4 endings. Yeah, no, that's not 45 minutes. That's way different. Besides, it's Friday. It's Friday. It's not like I'm not going to continue working. I'm going to take my camera outside and I guess do a recording for the other channels. So if you guys didn't know, I have a gardening channel. Not everybody is interested in gardening, I know, especially those who are in the gaming world. But if you happen to be interested in gardening, definitely check out my gardening channel, Hidden Harvest with Liz. I made a habit of mentioning whenever I was going to do stuff during the summertime that certain things get put on the back burner because it is planting season and people got curious about my garden. So on my main channel, I put out a couple of videos and there was enough of an interest. There wasn't a whole lot of people, but enough of an interest where I was like, okay, I want to continue showing this, but I don't want it to be on my main channel because it kind of mucks up the algorithm. So I created another channel with all of that. And I'm actually trying to grow the community over there. So if you are interested, head over there. I do have plans for my first piece of, I guess you could say, merch, but it's not actually merch. It's more like, what would you call it? I guess you would call it merch. It's not really merch. I had the idea when I went out on a run with Bam. For those of you who don't know, Bam is my husband. He is also a president of a motorcycle group. And they do rides with a lot of different people. And I'm a bit of a prepper, and in a lot of those circles, preppers exist. So I was thinking that as a way of trying to identify other people who are in the wider group that might be interested in the gardening side of prepping or the gardening side of a group or whatever, it would be great to have a patch that you could put on your vest. So I've been working on a design for a patch, and you could put the patch on a vest, you could put it on a pocketbook, you could put it on a hat, you could put it on a jacket. But that's what I've actually been working on for that channel. It's not at the point where it can actually have merch of its own, so it will probably go on my main channel's merch line. But that's what I'm actually doing it for. Assuming they can even do patches, I might have to do those individually and send them off myself. It's just a concept. I have a couple of different designs. I'm trying to narrow it down and then find someone who can actually do them. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, if you're a bit of a prepper, a bit of a gardener, a bit of a dabbler in all the things that, you know, homesteading / prepper stuff does, you might be interested in that type of content. So definitely check it out. A video just came out today, this morning. So yeah, I'm going to go out and record a video before it gets too late and the highway that's next to the house gets too loud. Once the trucks start hitting the highway from the lumber yard, things get pretty loud. May see if I can treat myself to some merch for my birthday. I need to get me... There was actually... Nobody called me on it. I was so expecting people to call me on it. It's still just sitting there. On April 1st, April Fool's Day, I launched a merch item with... It was just words. That was it. Nobody called me on it. It's like, what are you doing? Is this April Fool's? Yes, it was April Fool's. It's still up, but it was kind of like a silly piece of merch. I had been writing down dumb phrases. Wait, where are they? No, I lost my paper. It would be helpful if I didn't have 5,000 pieces of paper just sitting over here with random notes. No, here it is. I have idea. Actually, I don't want to say all these ideas, but it was live, eat, sleep, zombie sound, repeat. And it was just the words. There was no image or anything like that. And I launched a merch line and advertised it. Nobody was like, is this an April 1st thing? Still to this day, nobody's called me on it. It's kind of funny. I was actually going to order the mug. I was going to discontinue it, order the mug, and then like just casually drink it. It was like just my April 1st joke. Anyway, I need to get it ordered so I can discontinue it. It's a silly, dumb, piddly looking piece of merch, but I thought it was funny. But there is actually one of the shirts, like these kinds of shirts that I wanted to get, the stuff and things with the skull on it. I still haven't ordered one, and I need to. I get way behind. I'll do the merch line, and I'm like, yay, I don't have to look at it for like 5 years. Not 5 years, literally, but I'm done with it. I can move on to something else, and then I'll completely forget to order me a sample of it, and I need to make sure I do that on all of them. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday. Let's see if anybody is actually streaming today. You never look at YouTubers' merch pages unless because they're always too expensive and shipping is too expensive. Yeah, I think most of the companies are in America, right? Or at least the shipping companies is in America. I think to ship overseas just makes the stuff not really worth buying. I was actually thinking about finding someone privately that could do the shirts because I think I could get the price down even more than spring tees, but I'm not 100%. I'd have to. I don't know if I have the person that does a lot of t-shirts and stuff in the area. I don't know if they have the capacity to do online ordering, so I'd have to find out. It could be a screwdriver, but the shipping is nearly $50. Yes. There was one place I was trying to order. There's a couple of t-shirts like 2 years ago. And apparently one of them was from overseas and they wanted to charge me double the price of the shirt to ship me the shirt. And I was like, never mind, I'll just go to Walmart. It's fine. I don't need that shirt that much. Wow. Let's see. Let me see if I can find someone to redirect to. It's Friday. I'm not holding out. No, of course not. Okay. So, YouTube, I'm sorry, but I don't have the ability to send you guys somewhere else. But thank you guys for being here. I know it's Friday and this is not our normal type of content, but I hope you guys had fun. I will see you guys next week. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. Bye. Bye, guys.